It's a tale of good and evil. Hey, it was with this hand the Canaanites this brother.
That's the popo. What you gonna do? Kill me for my radio? I be riding in the hood, life ain't about leaving the pot steaming. Too many blacks had to die for the populace to take the shot treatment. How the fuck we getting saved by ass and it die sheepies? I be riding in the hood with the box beating. I love my shorty, she could really take a box beating. You want scrap, let's scrap. I never been box beating. I got urges to see police cars and Swiss cheese them. That's for Raheem, new nines with an I beam. Any of you can take banner, a part of my team. Let's get rich, full whip and I'm tipsy. I found a rare gem that's a guy fiction for Gypsy. A rare gem, a Brazilian bitch in Alaska. My bitch said she got a Brazilian wax, I asked her. You ain't shed tears for wide-headed. You trapped into the truth, but I'm still in love with the night scene. If you hated Christ, then I know you gon' spite me. I'm past the point where I care if the niggas like me. The white man is the devil. You don't like that, then fight me. This might be high G, underrated Tai G. Why you telling niggas you owe me your ass whooping? When IG, you don't pay niggas like Spike Lee. You try too hard thinking you bringing back the 90s, but it's likely you be dressing all dankly. They say criminals always return to the crime scene. That's why where her soul used to be. Nightly.
These five baby, they go straight to the soul of man. Yeah, and with love, Rocky.
They said that knock him out the box, got him whirling. We got him out in Cali to Texas, Jersey to Maryland. It's all about promotion. Them crackers be out here girl and try to make a couple dollars, but they just see all sterling. Yeah, you run the game, but can't play me though. Cool as Raheem, I can't live without my radio. Crush Ruben on my Def Jam, dope beats from my high school days, like preaching coaches. Glad I made it out. Reed took the gravy route. Now he facing 40. Them shorty showed me the shade about. Until the Cali cool, realest to the fullest. I never would expect if he knew what it took for bullets. I still remember when I got the news, couldn't hold it in, but soldiers go down and they bound to be born again. Man, it always seemed like we losing, but we was born to win. I'm just throwing punches and bullets if I was cornered in. Got me feeling like you on the roof. Walking through a crowd of people saying you got the juice. I hit the stairway, called my girl in the crowd early. Not to get shot in the chest like a shot girl. Pressure that's on the fold, drugs on the corner, soul. Do the right thing, but niggas living in toilet bowl. Drives every day is high, emotions low, staying high, straight just to make it vibe, breathing to the day you die.
The story of life is this: static. One hand is always fighting the other hand.
Hey, Shalom Israel, Yahweh Shem Yahushai Barakatham, to all the brothers, Yahweh Shamar Alathan Bashem Yahushai, to all the sisters, I'm Priest and Officer Commandant, holding it down for the Lashawan Qadash from Cali to Las Vegas. We are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started out of 1 West Harlem, New York, 125th Street. So like it, 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Under commanding Jenny Yahana. Since 1969, we've been teaching the truth, we've been defending the truth, and we've been saying that the oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of. All right, so every Friday, we go into the ethnic language of Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, which is what? Which is the Lashawan Qadash. This is our God-given language to Blacks, so-called Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. We are the true descendants of the biblical Israelites. Right, so with that, just to give you some history, the reason why we speak English, Spanish, right, or Portuguese, right, you have brothers in Brazil who speak Portuguese, French, right, the reason is because the oppressor forsake us to keep our culture, right, keep our heritage, and he did it through the force of the sword. He forced us to abandon, to forsake our language, right? But now we're taking it back, and we're gonna take it back with power, just like how the scripture says, right? So every Friday, this is the introduction into the Sabbath service. We go into 49 verses. Well, not all the verses, right? Just go into a few verses, break them down, translate them from the English, from the Hebrew into the English, and get you familiar with certain words, right? So that way, if you attend the Sabbath service, you'll be aware, you'll be familiar, right? You'll be familiar with what's being read in the Hebrew, and you will have an idea of what is being said, right? So again, this is the Lashawan Qadash. We're gonna go into this eraser. We're gonna go into the characters in the Hebrew and pronounce them out loud. Salakia, let me get something. So the Hebrew alphabet in the ancient A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Cha, Ta, Ya, Ka. So like a Ka. Ka, La, Ma, Na, Sa, I, Pa, Taza, Kwa, Ra, Sha, Tha. Salakia. Okay. And this is the Assyrian. A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha. Wa. Za. Ka. Ta. Ya. Yaka. Ka. La. Ma. Na. Sa. I. Pa. Taza. Kwa. Ra. Sha. Tha. So we're going to pronounce these. So we have A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Ka, Ta, Ya, Ka, La, Ma, Na, Sa, I, Pa, Taza, Kwa, Ra, Sha, Tha. Once again, A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Ka, Ta, Ya, Ka, La, Ma, Na, Sa, I, Pa, Taza, Kwa, Ra, Sha, Tha. Now in the Assyrian Hebrew, we have 5 extra characters. We have the Ka, the Ma, the Na, the Pa, Taza. Now these characters with the blue underline are only seen in the beginning or middle of a word. Then I'm gonna underline the same characters with the red underline. These characters, Ka, Ma, Na, Pa, Taza. These characters with the red underline are only seen at the end of a word. I'm gonna leave it up real quick, and then we're gonna go over the scriptures in Genesis, a continuation from last week, which is Genesis, the 34th chapter, verse 1. We're gonna start at verse 1. Shalom, sis. Yahweh Shemal Tabashim Yahushua. Shalom, Karnal. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakatah. If y'all could drop a like, right? Share the class. That way it could help the algorithm and help this class get out there. We're going to do Genesis 34 and 1 through Genesis 30, 35, and I believe it's 15. These are the 49 verses that will be read in tomorrow's Sabbath service. Let me just double check. Verse 18. So it's Genesis 34, verse 1 through Genesis 35, verse 18. We're going to go into Genesis 34 and 1. So Genesis 34 and 1 in the Hebrew. Wa ta ta za a wa ta wa ta ta za a and went out Dayana da ya Dayana. Diana, Bath, the daughter La'ah. Of Leah. Ashar which Ashar, which Yalada, Ya La Yalada, she bear La Yaikwa, La Yai Yaikwa unto Jacob, unto Jacob, La Ra'awath, La Ra'awath, the daughter, so like it's 2C, to see Ba Bawath, Ba Bawath, Ba Ba, so like a Ba Banwa, Ba Banwa, the daughter, the daughters, Ha Arataza, Ha Arataza, of the land. All right, so this is verse 1 in the English, Genesis 34 and 1. And Dinah, so like Dinah or Dinah, right, the daughter of Leah, which she bare unto Jacob. This is Jacob's or Israel's only daughter. And her mother is Leah. Went out to see the daughters of the land. So in the Hebrew is, let me get these markers. I'm gonna do it in the red to show the preposition and the possessive. So we have a preposition, wa, which is and, wa. Wa, tha, taza'a, wa tha, taza'a. The root word is ya, taza, which is to go out, go forth, right? Went out. Wa and it's like a tha taza'a, when out. The root word is ya taza, ya taza'a. So like ya taza. Diana, that's Dinah, right? Bath is daughter. La'ah, Leah, of Leah. Ashar, which means which, that, and I believe it also means of. Let me just double check. So it's which and that. Which, that, right? Ashar, Yalada, Yalada. The root word is Yalad. It's to bear. Yalad. To bear, bring forth, beget. Right? To bear. Which daughter of Leah, which she bare. La, which is unto. La is a preposition to mean unto. Yaiquab, Jacob. La, to, right? So la can mean unto, or la can mean to. Ra'awath. Ra'awath. The root word is ra'ah, which means to see, proceed, right? To look, right? To see. Ba. We have Ba Bunwath. Let me see something. Ba Bunwath. The root word is, so like a Bunwath, the root word is Bath, which is the same here, daughter, right? Bunwath, the Wath makes it plural to mean, makes the daughter plural, now is daughters, right? This is an example right here when we say Ak means brother, Akyum means brothers. And then we have sisters, Akwath. So like what is it? Right, but it's daughters. So like that's not it'll be, to make it plural, it'll be Wathian, right? Yun would make it plural, right? But here is daughters. Bunwath, daughters, the daughters, right? Ha is the, Arataza is land or earth. Now I'm gonna show that in the I'm gonna show that in the blue letter. So this is Genesis 34:1. Again, we take the uncheck the show vowel points. That way you just get the consonants, no vowel points, because we don't do vowels. And then we do forward line. So wa and the fa the root word is ya taza, which means to go out, when out. So like a Diana, right? That's Leah's daughter. Lets it be known here. Bath, daughter. La'a, Leah. Ashar, which. Ya Lada. Ya Lada. So like, I think I missed something. Yalada, which she bear. Yalad means to bear. Let me show that. That's H3205. To bear, bring forth, beget. Right. Beget. And she bear La Yaiquab. La is unto Yaiquab Jacob. La to Ra'awath, see. To see. Ra'ah is the root word. Let's see the definition. That means to see, look at, inspect, consider. So she went out to meet the daughters of the heathen, the daughters of the land, right? So like La, Ra'awath, Ba, Banwath, the daughters. Ha, Arataza. Arataza is land or earth. Ha, Arataza, right? Land, earth, country. The land of the earth. So she went out to see, meaning to meet the daughters of the land, the daughters of the heathen. And we're going to get verse 2. We're going to do verse 2. This is verse 2. Wayara'a, Wayara'a, and when? And when saw Aha, her, her, Shakam, Shashem, Shakam is Shashem, Bun, son, son, Kamawar, Ka, Ma, Kamawar, Hamar, Hamar, Ha, Kaya, Ha, Ka, Hakawai, Kawaya, the Hivite, the Hivite, Nashaya, Nashaya, so like Nashaya, Prince, Ha Arataza, of the country, Wa Ya Quack. Waya Quack. He took Atha her her wa waya shakav ya sha waya shakav and lay Atha her Atha her wa ya I waya ein her and defiled her. And defiled her. So Genesis 34 and 2 in the Hebrew. And when Shechem, the son of Hamor, the Hivite, prince of the county, so like of the country, saw her, he took her and lay with her and defiled her. So this is speaking about Shechem, the son of Hamor, the Hivite, prince of the country, saw who? Saw Diana. And he took her and lay with her and defiled her. So in the Hebrew is Wayara'ah Atha Shakam Ban Kamawar Hakawaya Nashaya Ha Arataza Wayakwak Atha Waya Shakam, so like a Waya Shaban, so like a Waya Shakab Atha Waya Anya, it's like a Waya Einha. Waya Einha. So like a Waya Ein. Waya Ein. Right, Waya Ein. Oh, so like a Waya Einha. So Waya Einha. So we have Wa and Yara'ah. Yara is a root word, which means to see, right? To see. Atha. So Ath is a direct object maker. So the direct object maker is her right? The ha is her. So the her is Diana, right? Shakam, Shashem, Bun, son, Kamawar, which is Hamar, right? Ha, which means ha is the, Kawiya, Hivite. Kawiya. Kawiya, Nashaya, right? Prince, which means one lifted up. So, right, it could be a prince, a chief, captain, a leader, right? So, a prince, Hivite, the Hivite prince, Ha, the Arataza, country. Arataza means land, earth, country. Ha Arataza, of the land. Wa, of the land. Wayakwak, the Wayakwak, the root word is laquak. Laquak, which means to take, lay hold of. Right? Snatch. That's what you want to take. I mean, that's what you want to think of. You want to think of taking something forcefully, right? Lay hold of, snatch, take away. That's what you want to think about. Take away, right? Why? Yaquak, he took Atha, her, right? Ath is a meaning a direct object maker. The ha, the direct object maker is a female, which is Diana, right? The daughter of Jacob. Atha, her, wa, and Yashakab. The root word is shakab, which means to lie down, to lie of sexual relations, right? So he lied down with her sexually. Atha, again, her, meaning Diana, the daughter of Jacob. Wa, and Ya'inha. Ya'inha, the root word is Aina. Aina is to let me see, which is it's to be humble, but in a humiliating way, right? Mishandled, right? Afflicted. He afflicted and oppressed Diana. As soon as he saw her, as soon as Hashem saw Diana, the daughter of Jacob, he took her forcefully and laid down with her. He SA'd her, right? I'm not sure if I could say the word So, which means sexually. Oh, okay, I could say that sexually assaulted her. He sexually assaulted her and defiled her, right, and humiliated her or afflicted her. Let me see. There's another, which means force, right? He forced her. So, like, let me see. There's another one right here. Psalms, Isaiah, Exodus. Let me look something up real quick. Um, let's see. Webster's. So let's see, where is it? In this verse, meaning generally by force, right, which means sexually assaulted, right? So this heathen sexually assaulted, right, one of Jacob's daughter, his only daughter, the sister of the 12 tribes, right? So let's go to the blue letter. So verse 2. Verse 2. Wa Yara'ah. So and Yara'ah is to see or saw. Atha means Ath is a direct object maker, which is the direct object maker is her. The Ha makes a direct object maker of feminine, which is her is Diana. Shakam, Shishim, Ban, son. Chamawar of Hamar. Ha Kawaya is the Hivite. Nashayah, prince. Ha Arataza of the country. Wa Yakwak, he took. Right, took. Let's look at this word. This is part of the breakdown. Took, meaning to take, lay hold of, snatch, take away, right? But it does mean right in the sense of laying. Oh, here we go. Let me see. Does it say here? Kind of, but it is to lay down with her. Well, when you lay down with a woman, according to the Bible, that she becomes yours. She now belongs to you. But Sheshem, right? He took her. Again, he took her. Well, he's gonna let you know how he took her. He took her, right? Took her, Atha, her, Wa, Ya, Shakab. The root word is Shakab. So Wa is and, Ya, Shakab. Let's look at this word, which means to lie down of sexual relations. So he lied down with her sexually. Atha, with her, Wa, Ya'ainha. And let's look at the root word. The root word is Aina, which means force. He lied down with Diana forcefully. Right? He humbled her by humiliating her, mishandled her. He afflicted her. Right? When you look right here, where is it? Genesis 34:2. Generally by force. He forced her, meaning he sexually assaulted her. That's what heathens do. Right? But according to the Bible, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are forbidden to lie down with anyone outside of their race. You cannot lie down with a heathen. Interracial marriage is a sin. Let's go back to right. So Sheshem took, right? He took Diana. He lied with her. In what manner? In a manner that defiled her, humiliated her, because he did it forcefully. Let's continue. We're going to do, let me see, I'm going to drop down to another verse. Let's see what verse. Give me a quick second. Be patient with me. Let me see what other verse we're going to drop down to. We're going to drop to verse 7. Verse 7. Verse 7. Wabanya, Wa, Wabanya, and the sun. And the sons, Yaquab, Jacob, Ba'a, came, Mun, out, Hashadah, Ha, of the field, of Ka, Shemima, Ka, Shemima, when they heard, Wa, I, the, I, Taza, Waya, the I, Tazabwa, and were grieved. Ha'a, Ha'anashim, Ha'anashim, the men, Wa, Ya, Kar, Wa, Yakar, and were wroth, and were wroth. Lakam, so like a Laham, they, very kaya because Nabala na Nabala folly Aisha he had Ra he had Ra Ba Yasher Allah in Israel. In Israel, La Lashakab and lying Oth with Bath, daughter, Yaiquab, Jacob, Orkan, which thing La'ah not Ya'asha, Ya Ya'asha, A to be done. So this is verse 7. And the sons of Jacob, which are the 12 tribes, came out of the field when they heard it, and the men were grieved, And they were very wroth because he had wrathfully, because he had wrath folly in Israel and lying with Jacob's daughter, which thing ought not to be done. Right? So in the Hebrew, let's get this. So the Hebrew is wa, means and. Banya, the sons. Wa banya is and sons. Right? Wa banya and the sons. Yaquab, Jacob. Ba'a. It's like a yad. Stretch this down. Ba'a. The root word is bawa. To go in. Come, go. Right? Which means to come, right? Come out. So Jacob's son Ba'a came, man out. Which means out of or from, right? Out of or from, man. Man, ha, sada. This is the, ha, preposition, the, sada. That's the root word, sada, which means field, land. Ha, sada, ba, when. Shamai, which means heard. Shamai. The root word is shamai, which means to hear, listen. Right? When they heard. When they heard. Wa. And. Okay. So Shemai, Shemaiwa, Shemaima. So it's Wa Ya Tha I Tazabwa. The root word is I Tazab, to hurt, pain, grieve, displease. Right, vex. And we're grieved. Right, we're vexed. Ha, the, ha. Ha anashium. Ha anashium. The root word is Ayash, which means man. Anashyam means men, more than one. The men meaning the 12 tribes. The men, Wa, and Yakar. The root word is Kara. Yakar. Kara. To be hot. To be furious. Become angry. Right? Wa, Yakar, and we're wrath, and we're angry, furious. Laham. Laham. They. Let's see. Right. They. Laham. Ma'ar. Ma'ar. Exceedingly. Much. Right. Very. Kaya. Kaya could mean that, for, because. Kaya, because. Nabala, the root Nabala, senselessness, folly, right? This disgraceful, immorality, profane action. Because folly, because profane action, right? Senseless action, disgraceful action. Aisha, to do, fashion, right? Aisha is he had wrath. He had wrath. He had produced, right? Make. He had fashioned or accomplished. He had na bala Aisha. Folly, he had wrath. Ba is in Yashar Allah, Israel. La Shakab. Shakab means to lie down, sexual manner. So, like, what does it say? Of sexual relations. La Shakab. In lying, right? In sexual relations, lying. Ath with Bath, daughter, Jacob, Yaikwa, Waban, so like a Wakan, Kun is let's see. Such thing, right? Such thing, right? Which thing, la'a, not, ya, Aisha. Aisha is the root word to do, to accomplish, right? To make. Let's see, which is a kindness to make, off to be done. Right? So Jacob's sons came out of the field and they heard what was done to their sister, and they were grieved, meaning that they were vexed. It hurted them to hear that their sister was sexually assaulted. The men, meaning the brothers, and were wroth and were furious. Laham, they, ma'ar, very, kaya, because, Nabala, folly, Aisha, he had wrath. Ba Yasher Allah in Israel. And they were very mad because folly, he had wrath, because what's the word folly again? Salakia. Because of immorality, profane action, because immorality, he, meaning Sheshem, had wrath, had done in Israel. La, shakab, and lying of sexual relations, ath, with, bath, daughter, meaning Diana, Yaquah, Jacob's, Waban, so like a Wakan, which thing, La'a, not, Ya, Aisha, ought to be done. Right? We're not supposed to be giving our daughters to be married unto heathens. Jacob was supposed to hand his daughter unto one of his kindred, one of his relatives. And a heathen came, saw her, and defiled her. Let's go to this is verse 7. I'm going to pull it up in the blue letter. Verse 7. Wa, Banya, and sons, right? And the sons, the root word is bun, son. Banya means sons. Yaquab, Jacob. Ba'a, Cain. Man is out or from. Ha, Shada, meaning the field. The, Ha is the. Shada, the root word is Shada down here, which means the field, or there's another word, land. Out of the field. Ka, Shamai, Ka Shemaima. So like, let me see something real quick. Right, Ka Shemaima, which means Shemai is to hear or listen. When they heard Wa, Ya, Fa'ai, Tazabwa. The root word is Itazab. Itazab, which means to hurt, grieve, displease, vex. Right? The brothers were vexed, displeased of what had happened to their sister. Ha Anashyam, the men, and the, so like a ha is the, Anashyam is from the root word ayash, which is, it means man, and men, more than plural, more than one man, man is Anashyam. The yum is plural. Men, men. And yakar. The root word is kara. Kara, which means angry, hot, displeased, right? Furious. Become angry. They were furious of what Shechem, the heathen, had done to their sister. Laham, they, Ma'ad, very, Kaya, because, Nabala, folly. Folly means of immorality, profane action. Aisha, to do, right? To do, make. What he had done. He had wrought, he had done. Ba, in Yashar Allah, Israel. La, Shakab, in lying. Shakab is the word for sexual relations, of sexual relations, of to lie, of sexual relations. Shakab. Ath, with, that's a direct object maker, and the direct object maker is the daughter. Bath, daughter. Yaiquab, Jacob. Wa, Kun, right? Which thing? La'ah, not. Ya, Aisha. The root word is Aisha, to be done. Right? So, again, they were mad because a man outside of our nation of blacks, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, who are the true descendants of the biblical Israelites, we are not allowed to let our daughters be taken by a man outside of our nation. That is a sin. And one thing that's part of our culture is that we ask for a dowry. Right? You're supposed to pay a dowry to that father. And Shechem just saw Diana and took her forcefully. Right? That is a sexual assault. Right? So we broke down verse 1, 2, we dropped down to 7. Let me see let me get another. Hey, Shalom, I one Lord Christ. So like it went out. It went out. Let me Give me 1 second. Let me see. We're gonna go to another verse. I'm gonna get one more verse and then I'm gonna end the class. So, like, let me get the scripture. Um, it's in Deuteronomy, Salakia, just to kind of show something. Scripture. Um, 22, Deuteronomy 22. Salakia, be patient with me. Trying to find this to break this down. Salakia, let me. Mm, 22, 20. So, like, I can't find this precept I'm looking for. Okay, no sweat. Salakia. Let me see. Okay, so like I couldn't find the scripture, but I'm gonna just show some scriptures proving that interracial marriage is a sin according to the Bible. If you read down uh, through in Genesis chapter 34, um, two sons of Jacob, Levi and Simeon, which is Laya and Shammai one in the Hebrew, went and smite Haram and Shechem and all the men because of what they had done to their sister. Now we're gonna go to King James Bible, Deuteronomy 7. Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 3. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son. And this is speaking about the heathen. All right, you have okay, I'll read verse 1. When the Lord thy God shall bring thee into the land whither thou goest to possess it, and had cast out many nations before thee, the Hittites and the Girgashites and the Amorites and the Canaanites and the Perizzites and the Hivites. But the Hivites is the nation. The Hivites is Haran and Shechem are Hivites, and the Jebusites, 7 nations greater and mightier than thou. And when the Lord thy God shall deliver them before thee, thou shalt smite them and utterly destroy them. Thou shalt make no covenant with them, nor show mercy unto them. All right, we're not supposed to make no covenant with the heathen. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Right, so these are today, these would be so-called African tribes, or African nations, right? But in the Bible, this scripture also pertains to Edomites, Moabites, and the Ammonites, right? Also the Ishmaelites, right? So verse 3: neither shalt thou make marriages with them. We're not supposed to take their men to marry our daughters. We're not supposed to take their women to marry our sons. Thy daughters thou shalt not give unto his son, nor his daughters shalt thou take unto thy son. Right? For the reason, for they will turn away thy son from following me. Right? If you give your daughter or your son, you allow them to marry, let's say, Ishmaelite, which would be a so-called Arab. Now they're going to worship a stone, a dumb stone, right? Which is Islam. You give them to a Mongoloid nation, right? A Chinese or Japanese. Now they're going to worship and follow Buddha, that they may serve other gods. So will the anger of the Lord be kindled against you? Will be kindled against you and destroy thee suddenly. All right, that's what happens when you think about marrying somebody outside of your race. When you allow your daughter to marry a heathen, you allow your son to marry a heathen, that's going to kindle the Lord's anger and will destroy you suddenly. You're not going to prosper. You think just because you see NBA players, Judites, and the first thing they do is want to go get the oppressor's daughter, right? They think that that's their trophy, but they get destroyed suddenly. The oppressor is going to lie on you. Is going to say that you did what Shashem did unto Diana. You're going to be sent to prison, or you're going to be unalived by a mob of barbarian oppressors. Let me get one more. There was something that it mentioned. Let me go back. So it was verse. There was something I wanted to point out in this verse, which she. So lock it. Let me. There's a part. Verse 14. I'm gonna just present this. We got 15 minutes. So verse 14. We're gonna go back to Genesis 34 and 14. It says, and they said unto them, we cannot do this thing, to give our sister to one that is uncircumcised, for that were a reproach unto us. So let's see in the Hebrew. That's 14. Hold on, is that the one? Salakia. Okay, so we're just gonna read it. Why ya Amar. So like a Waya Amara. The root word is Amar, and said Awyahum unto them, la'ah, nawakal, we cannot, la, Aishawath, do, ha, dabar, thing, ha, za, this, la, tha, to give, ath, akath, nawa, our sister. So like a Akthanawa, right? So Akthanawa, our sister, La Ayash, to one, Ashar, that is, Lawa, Irala, uncircumcised, Kaya, for, Ka, Rapa, a reproach. Let's look at this word, reproach. Reproach is a shameful condition, upon condition of shame. For a reproach, uncircumcised for a reproach, for a reproach, hawa, that, la, nawa, unto us. Right, because this to give your daughter to an uncircumcised man, which that's what the heathen are uncircumcised in the eyes of the Lord. Right, they are disgusting. And to give your daughter to a heathen is a reproach, is a shameful thing. That is an abomination. All right, let's look at this word again. Reproach, charapa. Charapa. Condition of shame. It is a shameful thing to give your daughter to a heathen. That is utterly disgusting. All right, and I'm going to show you in the Bible, show you a precept. This is Tobit 4:2. Show you the scripture and the Apocrypha. So we will go down to the KJV Apocrypha, and then we look for Tobit 4, chapter 4, verse 12. Right, this is a shameful thing. It says, beware of all whoredom, my son, and chiefly take a wife of the seed of thy fathers, and take not a strange woman to wife. That's the same thing, right? The Bible is a masculine book, is a militant book. So it speaks masculine, right? It's speaking in a masculine manner, but it's also for women, right? So beware of all whoredom, right? So when our sisters have to beware of whoredom. Chiefly take a husband, that's how you should see it, a husband of the seed of thy fathers, and take not a strange man to marry. That's how you will see it. And take not a strange woman to wife, which is not of thy father's tribe.
For we are the children of the prophets, Noah, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Remember, my son, that our fathers from the beginning, even that they all marry wives of their own kindred, and were blessed in their children, and their seed shall inherit the land. But this is very important. Beware of all whoredom. So, brothers, Akim, you have to beware of whoredom. If you take a wife that's not of the seed of your father, you are marrying a whore. That's what the Bible calls a strange woman a whoredom. When you wife a woman outside of that's of a strange nation, that's whoredom. It's like marrying a whore. Salakia. And sisters, if you wife a man that's outside of your nation, that's as if you are partaking in whoredom. Right? So we have to be very careful. We cannot take men and women that are not of the seed of our fathers, that are not of the tribe. For we, I can't highlight this. For we are the children of the prophets, Noah, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Right? We are special. And if I was to read, I was already in verse Deuteronomy. We're already in the 7th chapter. Right? We was to drop down. We read all the way down to 4, but if we drop down to 6, for thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself. So we are a holy people. Holy in the Hebrew, right, is Qadash, which means set apart, separate people unto the Lord thy God, unto the Most High, our power. The Lord thy God, the Lord our power has chosen thee, has chosen blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth. Right? So because we are above all the people that are upon the face of the earth, we cannot take a woman or a man for marriage that's not special like we are. Blacks and Latinos, you are special. And you have to get with another special person that's of the seed of your father. Right? Stop making marriages with heathens. Right? And Shechem got unalived because he sexually assaulted Diana. Right? He sexually assaulted Diana. He got put to death. So like he got he got unalived, him, his father, and all the men. All right, with that, the water for tuning in. We're just around the 2-hour mark. I'm gonna get these security announcements. The water for being patient with me. Let's get this ISUPK security announcements. We are the ISUPK, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister
has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:8-10, means tenth. In the Hebrew, ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund. Free will offering for the priest, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations. The upcoming holy convocation is the Feast of Dedication, Chag HaChanukkah. Right? Chag is feast, Ha of Hanukkah, dedication, which is December 25th. It falls on a Wednesday. So start preparing to keep the holy day, right? So where am I at? So like if anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pant, headband, scarf, war scarf. With that, the water for tuning in. Shalom. Yahweh Shem Yahshai Barakatham. To all the brothers. Yahweh Shamar Latham Bashem Yahweh. To all the sisters. Class dismissed.
Beyond the bar, sis.